Hello subscribers and other viewers, thanks for watching. This is Ed Walker from the YouTube channel Dark Ecstasy World. So what I'm talking about today is Masonichip, which I know very well. This has been around for a few years. People have known about it. I didn't find out about it till recently, so I apologize if you are well aware of this, but I think it's worth making a video for, just to show how absolutely bizarre it is. So here I'm at the website Mason, just like Mason, Masonichip.org. And the name is actually somewhat misleading. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is microchipping, but they make a big fuss to say that it's not actual microchipping, but I'll get to what it is in a second. But it's very strange that they would call it Masonichip, and that's the first thing that comes to mind, but then they say, oh, but we don't do that. So I'm pretty suspicious of that first off. But regardless, what they admit they do is pretty bizarre. Anyways, so here I'm at the front of the website. When you go there, this is just the main page. It has different links. There's apparently one of the head masons there, Clifford, and his nickname is actually Clifford Chip Stam, so that's kind of interesting. Then they also have some guy named Denny Robinson. This is primarily, I believe, a Canadian thing, because I know it comes out of, here's the website of the Grand Lodge of Canada, from Ontario. So, but I do have evidence that I'll be posting a video here as well, that they do similar activities in the continental United States. So it's not, I don't believe it is strictly Canadian. I think it goes well beyond just their borders. I think it goes by different names in some different areas, but anyway, so yeah, here's Masonichip. Let me go back to the main website. I'll go back to the Grand Lodge's website in a second. So yeah, here you see the famous Masonic symbol right there, the square and compass, with a G in the middle, which different people debate. Some people say it means God, some people say it means Gnosis, some people say it means geometry. I think any one of those actually describes the Masonic philosophy pretty well from the writings I've read of theirs, which I've been really digging deep into Freemasonry lately. I actually purchased Manly P. Hall's book, Secret Teachings of the Ages, and it's dense, and there's lots in there. I'll probably have more videos on that. So let's go to About Us. That's the next link up here. And let me go to what is Masonichip. This is a little bit of the history, which isn't that interesting. Let me get to the meat of the matter. What is Masonichip? And then, like I said, the first thing they say, there's no chip. There is, and I'm reading, this is a quote. There is no chip in Masonichip, as it stands for Masonic Child Identification Program and includes abduction awareness and safe kids education benefits to all children and parents attend events and participate. At Masonichip events, comprehensive safety ID packages are generated, quote, at no cost, free of charge, end quote, which just makes it that much more strange, to participants in North America. At Masonichip events, the Masons this is just so bizarre. At Masonichip events, the Masons set up the equipment and enlist the volunteers necessary to generate individual completed identification packages. Participation in a Masonichip event offers much to educate and give parents and children alike a chance to contemplate the consequences of being missing or exploited while they are progressing through the event. Young children think, quote, why are my parents making me go through this? It must be important, end quote. So that's what they say the kids are thinking in their minds. They realize that there are really bad people out in the world that can do them harm, and they take the safe kids tips handed out more seriously. And here it gets kind of the meat of the matter. All items and information generated at our events are the property of and are given to the individual child's parent or guardian who accompanied them through the event to take home for safekeeping. No one involved keeps any information but a signed permission form. Yeah, right. I know they're just trying to make it seem like it's some charitable event and they're just doing it for free, but I'm very suspicious when they try to make it seem like, oh, we're just trying to help out the parents. But continuing, it is the responsibility of the parents to keep the pack available in a no place. It's kind of strange wording. keeps a pack available in a no place, and if the individual identified becomes missing, to then provide the package to law enforcement as an aid in recovery. And I think this is where it gets to what they actually do to them, I believe. Oh, that's at the very end. Actually, I'll skip through some of this. It just goes on. This is the part I wanted to get to. Identifying items completed are placed in packs and given to individuals include physical description and features card, fingerprint card or scanned print, several still photos of various profiles, a video recording of mannerisms with voice interview. Just listen here. And various DNA, no joke, DNA samples collected on dental impressions and or cheek swabs. You know that when you get a felony, that's the type of thing they do, and it's not something you want to have done. But you just don't want to have your DNA in their database, just for many reasons. You know, clearly privacy reasons or surveillance or whatnot. I mean, so they're taking DNA samples, dental impressions and or cheek swabs, and they're claiming, oh, but we don't keep any of it, you know, we just give it to you, the parents, because we love you and we care so much about your kids that we go through all this money and effort and to basically, I mean, essentially this is kind of, you know, biometrics, where they take a video recording of mannerisms and get your voice and all that. Let me go to the actual website, Grand Lodge of Canada, and yeah, here it is. This gets to what it is really quick. It says, talks about how no parent wants to see their child missing, and Masonichip's this non-invasive identification program just started in 2007. Like I said, it's a few years old. Started in 2007 to help Ontario parents. And then it says basically the last thing I just read. The Masonichip program consists of 5 major components: digital photographs, digital video, digital fingerprints, vital child information, and a dental bite impression or intraoral swab for DNA. The photographs, videos, fingerprints, and child description are burned onto a CD, so that means they're putting it through their system. So yeah, they could easily keep all of this information. Are burned onto a CD that's compatible with Amber Alert. And yeah, there you go. It's all part of selling biometrics. And like I said, the next step will be the chip. It's just, that's so bizarre that they would name it Masonichip, clearly inferring microchips, and then just say, oh, but we don't do the microchips. So I mean, this is probably just them trying to get people accustomed to having strangers, Freemasonic strangers, taking all their kids' information, and the next step will be the actual chip. So anyways, it's pretty bizarre. Like I said, at the end of this, I'm going to show a video of it. Actually, I think I'll just show it on here, because you don't really need sound. This is, yeah, there's no sound. You'll see. This is in Northwest and Linden, Washington. Child Identification Program, also known as CHIP. And yeah, in partnership with Masonic Lodge. But it's not called Masonichip, but it's, you'll see. So it's just kind of shaky footage, someone walking up to the tent. And yeah, you'll see the sign, and the sad thing is there's parents just lined up waiting to be part of the Masonic biometrics program. There it is. Let me pause that. Washington chip. Then there's a G, Masonic square and compass. Washington Children Identification Programs. Let's see if I can get anything else on here. Okay, wait, there's another sign. Let's see if I can pause that. I'll read it for you. CHIP, Child Identification Program, a partnership between Linden Masonic Lodge, so that it's not hidden, you know, this is right in your face. Whatcom County Sheriff's Office, Linden Police Department. Oh, and wow, you get a free, look at this, a free ice cream cone provided by Whatcom County Dairy Women's Association. So you get some junk food to go with your biometrics identification for your children. And this is also creepy because it shows the Masons and the local law enforcement conspiring together to get your children's information. So yeah, this is bizarre, and I can't believe I didn't find out about this till recently. Actually, it was on. I should put his name out there just because I want to be, you know, transparent. I got the information from Dan Dix of Press for Truth, which is like a Canadian kind of activist, truther type group, and I saw a video. I watched a huge variety of people in videos, and he's the one who told his audience about this. I never had heard of it before. So yeah, that's just close enough on the sign. Yeah, then it goes through the procedure. They take fingerprints, tooth impressions. It's basically, so it's the exact same thing as that they have. So this, I'm uncovering more and more even as I'm recording this video. I mean, it's just incredible. So I think that'll be it for now. I might, if I find anything else, I might add more to this video. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed, because I'm going to be trying to make more of these more frequently, and I'm trying to on this channel, I'm trying to get to the heart of matters and not just speculate about really out there things. You know, there's a thing I call conspiratainment versus conspiracy reality, and I'm trying to get to, I'm really just in search for reality, and that's why I share all this with you, so hopefully we can help further each other's research. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll be sure to post more soon. Hello subscribers and other viewers, thanks for watching. This is Ed Walker from the YouTube channel Dark Ecstasy World. So what I'm talking about today is Masonichip, and the name is actually somewhat misleading. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is microchipping, but they make a big fuss to say that it's not actual microchipping, but I'll get to what it is in a second. But it's very strange that they would call it Masonichip, and that's the first thing that comes to mind, but then they say, oh, but we don't do that. So I'm pretty suspicious of that first off. But regardless, which I know very well, this has been around for a few years. People have known about it. I didn't find out about it till recently, so I apologize if you are well aware of this, but I think it's worth making a video for, just to show how absolutely bizarre it is. So here I'm at the website Mason, just like Mason, Masonichip.org. They admit they do is pretty bizarre. Anyways, so here I'm at the front of the website. When you go there, this is just the main page. It has different links. There's apparently one of the head masons there, Clifford, and his nickname is actually Clifford Chip Stam, so that's kind of interesting. Then they also have some guy named Denny Robinson. This is primarily, I believe, a Canadian thing, because I know it comes out of, here's the website of the Grand Lodge of Canada, from Ontario. So, but I do have evidence that I'll be posting a video here as well, that they do similar activities in the continental United States. So it's not, I don't believe it is strictly